You know, you must have heard that whatever you want to do, you always have something to start. And sometimes you can be in a situation where you actually think that no, I wanted to be this, but I don't have what it takes to start. I want to talk about these resources that can take a man from any height to any level. I want to talk about these resources that is always available even if any other resources is not available. These resources is your thought. Many people don't know that their true wealth, their true resources is their thought. As a man think in his heart, so is he. Mr. Beast is currently the greatest YouTuber. He was giving an interview on how he became the greatest on his journey, and he made a statement that YouTube is what he thinks 24 hours every day for 10 good years. He thinks about YouTube 24 hours every day for 10 good years. No wonder he is the greatest. So by reason of him thinking about YouTube 24 hours every day for 10 good years, the mind starts attracting everything he needs, including the resources, the team, the good editing team, everything he needs, including the wisdom, the strategy, everything. There is a great teacher called Pastor Chris Oyakilome. He's one of the leading teachers of the Christian faith. He had a sermon titled, "You Want to Change Your Life? Change Your Thought." Henry Ford said that an educated man is one who can gather his thoughts into productivity. And many a great man has dedicated their success to their thinking, to their mindset. So whatever you want to be, wherever you are currently, if you don't have the resources to start, you have these resources. When you begin to think about something, automatically you start drawing everything you need. Your mind is designed to gather, for instance, when you are thinking about something, everything you need to achieve that goal begin to draw to you. You have heard of musical artists who once upon a time were in the slum, but they wanted to sing. They always think about singing in a stadium, imagining it, and gradually everything they need to achieve that goal was coming to them. The sponsor, the fund, one way or the other, a little here, a little there. Journeys upon journeys, failures, learning lessons, and everything. But the key is their mind. It's their mind. Many a man who is not so intelligent has risen into greatness because of the mind, your thought. So when we tell you to avoid fear, worry, it's not because of fear itself, but fear and worry helps you to think about the worst case scenario, imagining the worst case scenario. So by doing that, you draw them to you. Yeah, because whatever you begin to think, you start attracting. So there is a case going on now. You are thinking, oh, let this thing not happen. As you are thinking that negative, you draw those things to you. So this is why prayer is powerful, because when you are praying for something, it helps you think about the good of that and imagine it. Maybe you are praying, oh God, give so and so a child. You are imagining that so lady giving birth to a child. You are speaking the good of that child, that lady, to give birth to a child. So this is why prayer is powerful. You are praying for something to happen. You are thinking about that thing happening. So this is what prayer does for you. So it becomes more powerful if you are consistent thinking on that thing. Like prayer helps you to dwell on that thing. Yes, the assignment of prayer helps you to dwell on that thing, and the assignment of long prayer help you to dwell on that thing for long. Your thoughts are very powerful. Your thought, see, a man's true wealth is his thinking pattern. The moment a man begins to think positive, if he thinks positive long enough, he is going to leave the low level into greatness. And when he finally becomes great, the moment his thought becomes corrupt, a time is going to come where he begins to fall. The moment he begins to think negative, the moment he begins to worry, the moment he begins to fear, even if he's at the height of greatness, the negative thought, if he dwells on it long enough, he begins to fall down. So I ask you, what is the true resources? Is it the money in the bank? Because the money was zero, but as you begin to think positive, lines begin to fall in pleasant places and you emerge to greatness. And as you begin to worry, fear, and begin to think negative, you begin to fall. Look at Job. Job was the richest man in the East. But the time came, he became so afraid. When his children go out, he go and sow a seed. Who knows if my children are committing crime? Who knows if they are engaging? He was so scared. When the negative things finally before him, when everything around him crashed, he said it that I was not settled. I was always imagining that one day these negative things will happen, and that was why they happened. And he remembered when he was in the dungeon, when everything finally crashed. He said, "Oh, in the days of my youth, when the word of the Lord was upon my tabernacle, by light I walked through darkness." He remembered in the days of his youth where he was always thinking about the greatness, and that was how he emerged. But he emerged into greatness and began to imagine failure, and that was how he began to crash. Hope you know when he was great, Satan came to him, but there was an edge around him. That edge was his positive thought, but at some point he became scared. He became afraid. Even though he was sowing seed, sacrificing in the altar of God against his fear, his children will go out, he will go and sacrifice. Who knows if my children are engaged in bad thing? Let me go and appease on their behalf. All those fear led him to doom. Even when he was in doom, he was trying to pray, but his prayer was not answered. But at what time was his prayer answered? He applied another formula. He forgot about himself and began to pray for his friends. He detached from the situation. You see the law of detachment, and began to pray for his friend. When he started praying for his friend, he recovered everything that he has lost. Notice your true currency is your thoughts. So you must take care of your thoughts. You must take care of your thoughts. They can lift you into greatness and they can bring you down to nothing. If this currency has so much power to uplift you and bring you down, then you must pay attention. That is where your greatest resources lies. You must pay attention to your thoughts. That is where your greatest resources lies.